Welcome to this tutorial on interfaces in Kotlin. Interfaces are fundamental building blocks in object-oriented programming that help us define contracts for our classes. Think of them as blueprints that specify what a class should do without dictating how it should do it. An interface is essentially a contract that defines a set of methods and properties that implementing classes must provide. It defines behavior without specifying the implementation details. Interfaces enable polymorphism and abstraction, allowing different classes to share common behavior. One of the key advantages of interfaces is that a single class can implement multiple interfaces, giving us flexibility in our design. Let's see how to define an interface in Kotlin. We use the interface keyword followed by the interface name. In this example, we have a drivable interface. It contains a property called max speed of type integer and three methods: start, stop, and accelerate. The accelerate method takes a parameter called speed of type integer. Notice that we don't provide any implementation here, just the declarations. Now let's implement the drivable interface in a class. We create a class called car and use a colon followed by drivable to indicate that car implements this interface. We must use the override keyword before each property and method from the interface. Here, we set max speed to 200 and provide implementations for start, stop, and accelerate methods. Each method prints a message indicating what action the car is performing. One powerful feature of Kotlin interfaces is that they can provide default implementations for methods. In this playable interface, the play and pause methods have default implementations that print messages. However, the stop method has no implementation, so any class implementing playable must provide its own stop method. This allows us to share common behavior across multiple classes while still requiring specific implementations where needed. Kotlin allows a class to implement multiple interfaces simultaneously. Here, the media player class implements both playable and drivable interfaces. We separate multiple interfaces with commas after the colon. The class must then provide implementations for all abstract methods from both interfaces. We override max speed, stop, start, and accelerate to provide media player-specific behavior. This demonstrates how interfaces enable flexible and reusable code design. Interface properties come in two forms. First, abstract properties that must be overridden in implementing classes. These properties have no backing field in the interface itself. Second, properties with custom getters. Interfaces can provide their own getter implementations, allowing for computed properties. This means properties can calculate their values based on other data, rather than storing a fixed value. Let's recap what we've learned. Interfaces define contracts for classes, specifying what methods and properties they must have. We use the override keyword when implementing interface members in our classes. Kotlin supports multiple inheritance through interfaces, allowing a class to implement several interfaces. Finally, interfaces can provide default implementations for methods, giving us shared functionality while maintaining flexibility. Understanding interfaces is crucial for writing clean, maintainable, and extensible Kotlin code.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.